What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to Broken Sword. Right, I think it's now time to go to Spain. Go back to España. I'm gonna go speak to the old woman there, whatever her name was. I don't know. We seem to have left the lens there, even after going through all that trouble to find it, and then we just leave it in the statue. Great one. Okay, that's it. Come on. Okay, let's go back to Spain. Oh. I can't go back to Spain. Okay, well, we're not going back to Spain then. I thought that's where we needed to go. Okay, maybe not. Let's go then and talk to Nicole. Unless there's something else in that thing that I need to find.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, George.
Fine, Josh. Fine that you are now home, you sexy American.
I saw the
Mary.
story this morning. It won't make me Journalist of the Year, but I can't afford to pay the electric bill. What have you been up to?
Listen, remember the missing Spanish Templar? I found his tomb in the church at Montfaucon.
So he's dead, then?
I wish you wouldn't be so sarcastic.
I was only joking, George. The Countess will be delighted.
Yeah, maybe this'll help lift the curse.
What now? Are you going to dig up his bones?
There's no need for that. Well, not yet. What I still don't understand is the significance of the chalice.
Yes, there must be something we're missing.
Yes, indeed, there is something we're missing, but I'm not sure what.
Look
though.
at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No, you found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Ah, very, very funny, Nico. Very funny. Where do we go? What can we do? We can't go back to Spain. Can't go back to Ireland. I don't know why we need to go back to Ireland. I thought we need to go back to Spain to go talk to the Countess. But maybe not. I wonder if Andre can tell us more about the chalice. Because he's obviously the expert about these things. Sorry. Let's go talk to Andre. He might give us some more clues as to what we need to do. Which is Mizakun.
Pardon me.
Oh, well, he's still there.
We miss.
Not you.
You're not going to try to hide in that closet.
No, I'm not going to try and hide in the closet.
Forget it.
Shut up. I want to talk to Andre, not you. You are not the expert I'm looking
Hi,
for.
Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In occidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map. While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
As long as it wasn't white and sticky, then that's fine.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions.
Nice. So is that it? Is that all we have for him?
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
But it might now... that might now give us a new location. We'll have to see when we get to the map in a second. Once George hurries up. Go on, dude. Good boy. Okay, Site de Baphomet. Alright, mate. How you doing?
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, aren't you just so very helpful?
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoked so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too?
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là...
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's
why?
unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Sounds like Khan.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing. I have a red nose.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him? Huh?
Just by looking at him. Oh, maybe?
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
I'm not surprised.
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
I
It
was
is.
pretty sure the shaken shock had shot its bolt in Syria.
a greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
Well,
seeing
you've
you.
been a bunch of
Au
help.
revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir, monsieur. Debris, anything in here? You can scavenge?
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Fine. Let's go down here then. Ooh, itchy arm. Oh, someone else to talk to? You got in the
Hi?
bathroom?
Excuse me?
Oui?
What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
"Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?"
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
Crack him around the head with a sewer key.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy, I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
Whenever is it, George? Whenever is it?
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
Oui? You have...
A sudden
The clap.
urge to sing. Care to join me?
No, no singing in here.
I've got a red nose.
Oh.
Have you seen this man before? You have.
No.
Yes, you have.
Do you recognize this name?
Merlin. No.
This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
I got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
I was going to have to get rid of this thing. It was dead. Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, so now we have to get through the door.
I couldn't
Somehow.
imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Turning up the heat.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
That might have been George.
Yep, that was definitely debris. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
You could smack one of the guys around the head with it.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
Of course it's locked. It's always bloody locked. Everything's
Do you
locked.
mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
The fin? Alright then.
Hi,
The
Nico?
Fin?
Josh, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Josh, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that
Hi
was
again.
What is it?
an exciting conversation. Ooh,
Trying
can I
to
get
get
into the
into a
toilet?
locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of déjà vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, monsieur. Right, now we can get into the toilet for reasons. Oh, Try using the key on the door. And in here is... something that's not so nice. So we have a sink.
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to.
Oh. Oh, hold on. Gimme. There we go.
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
That is not a good idea.
It might have been. You never know.
I figured washing my hands with that soap in that sink would just get my hands dirtier than when I'd started. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them.
Well, you never know.
Being in a charming comfort station like this,
yeah,
that place was at least...
I mean, you say that, but, like, you know, you're carrying all this stuff in your pockets. I mean, the small stuff, yeah, but you know what games are like.
I could have climbed onto the sink, prized the ventilator cover loose, wedged myself into the tiny hole, smashed the far cover out, and plunged headfirst into the next room. Or I could just go through the door like a sane person.
You know, because, like, games always have these things of where you can carry thousands and thousands of things on your person because they just magically disappear, apparently. Okay. I wonder. Could we combine?
I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
Ooh. Now we put some plaster of Paris.
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
Several minutes later.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Wouldn't you know it, we have a load of coal here, so I wonder if we could... Not that, you tit. No? Oh.
No.
No. I have the right idea. I wonder if... What do you mean you don't know? Georgie, Georgie, Georgie Dawes, let's look at the scores.
No.
Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal.
So we need to rough it up somehow.
Monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Fine, have your bloody keys back.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Okay. So it's not going to work in the coal. Although that would have looked quite alright. There is a paint can there, though.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Bah. Can we carefully accidentally drop the key in the paint pot?
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
We need to distract him. How could we do that? How could we do that? What was the gear icon I just saw there? It wasn't. We might need to call Nico.
Collard.
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait a minute. I need your help.
What kind of help? I told you I'm busy.
This will only take a few minutes, I promise.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
So now we're distracting
Hi,
the
it's me
guard with
again.
Nico. Guard? The
What
painter
now?
guy. Oh, what?
You've got a
Now
phone
you have
call.
a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman.
Oui.
She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Because you sound so sexy. Oh, that sounds horrible. Right now, he's gone. And dipped a key in there. Sweet.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
Why, abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
How can you finish your cigarette? You chucked it on the ground. Okay. Well, we now have that, but the problem is he's gonna know that's fake. Let's be honest. Like you can tell the difference between what feels like plaster and what feels like metal. Could do something with the
I couldn't
thermostat.
imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine what I'd... A thermostat was... The radiator was pumping out... No wonder it was warm.
Let's go back into the bathroom.
Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
That is a good
I
point.
need to use the toilet again.
Again?
toilet.
Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
He has a weak bladder.
Hey, smart. Why don't I just tell him?
Yeah, all
Talk
right.
to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi again.
What is it?
Hey, smart. I figured this was better done out of the guard's sight.
Oh, balls. Yeah, I know. Hold on, George. Hold on, Georgie. Wait until we actually get into the bathroom. Okay, now we can swap keys. Okay.
Quickly and without
Oui.
fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Now we go back outside and give him the keys.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it.
See, and that's what I thought. So if we can turn the radiator down, here we go.
turned
He
the
might
heating
put on
off.
his gloves. So now it starts to get chilly. Now he puts his gloves on. Now he won't detect what key's what.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Sweet. Okay, so now what? So we have the key for the bathroom. I'm guessing we have to. Do we have to wait until it gets to night time? Because we have to hide. We're gonna have to hide in the
Hi, it's
bathroom,
me
aren't
again.
What now?
we? What? No.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Can we get Nico to distract him again? Possibly. Let's see if Nico will distract him again. Well, I'm not sure if she
Hi,
will.
Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you. It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
And why are they not arguing in French? I mean, obviously, it's for our benefit, obviously, because... Yeah, we don't know French. And I can't speak French. But it's always funny when people argue. And, oh, okay, maybe it's for this door? Yeah, it's always funny when foreign people argue with each other, but it's always in English. It's never in their native language. Okay, so we're now in.
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. No, thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk. There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here. Close up, it fanned.
Okay. Is there anything we can do?
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
Back in Nico's apartment.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
Picture of a church.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head. That's the lens I found on That's the clue that led me to the statue of Baphomet and the reflection in the chalice. That's the gem that Pegram found. That's the tripod That's the
Yeah, you borrowed from the museum.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Hurry back, Josh. I want you with me. Oh, Mary. Anyway, guys. So, we're going to return to Spain. That will be in the next episode. We're going to return the chalice to the Countess. And further on the story a bit more. So, anyway, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I shall see you all later. And as ever. Bye-bye. That's what I was. I have no clue either. Bye-bye.